Hello, this time we're going to work on the aorist active indicative and aorist passive indicative. And we're going to use the verb lepo. And so first of all, to do the aorist active indicative, you have to use the third principal part. And so for lepo, if you think about it, it's lepo, lepso, elepon. So that's going to be the first singular aorist active indicative, elepon, which would mean I left. Now the fact that it ends in on and that it has a different stem, a shortened stem, means that it's a second aorist, and second aorist uses all the same endings as the imperfect. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have the augment, the stem, and then those endings that are for both the imperfect and second aorist. So it's going to go elepes, you left, elepe, he, she, or it left, elipomen, we left, elipete, you left, and elipon, they left. So you can also compare this to the imperfect. The imperfect would have exactly the same endings in the augment, but the stem would be lape from the first principal part, elepon, elepes, elepe, and so forth, and then you would translate that progressively, I was leaving. Okay, but this is the simple one, aorist. Now if we move to the aorist passive, there we have to use the sixth principal part. So again, if we think about that, third principal part was elepon, then leloipa, lelemai, and elephthane. There's the sixth principal part, elephthane. That's aorist passive, so that would mean I was left. Notice that the aorist passive has a they in it. Of course, not all aorist passives have they. Some of them just have a. Some are second aorist passives. And notice also that in the aorist passive, we use what are actually active person markers. Notice this new here is really the same as this new over here. There's just no thematic vowel with it. So the aorist passive person markers that we attach to that they are going to be really the athematic active markers. So it's really the they that tells you it's passive. So anyway, that's what we're going to do then. We're going to have the augment, the they, and then sigma, elephthase, you were left. Notice also that the pi, because it bumps up, when the pi bumps up against a theta, it aspirates and becomes a phi. That's very common. Okay, so then moving on, the third singular is elephthai. There's actually no person marker in that case. So nu, sigma, nothing. He, she, or it was left. Elephthaimen. We, again it's just men, right, added to the they, we were left. Elephthete, you were left. And the third plural is elephthesan. So the third plural person marker is actually san for athematic verbs, which is an element that's really taken from the first aorist active forms. So elephthesan would be they were left. So work on aorist active indicative and aorist passive indicative, and if you do this with other verbs, that'll help you with working with their principal parts as well.